Welcome to the show, Respectfully Inspired with Aussie Films. The goal is to inspire people, but I also want it to have this like comedy overlay, just a nice easy feeling. And I like the name Respectfully Inspired because it presumes that normal inspiration is disrespectful, and that's hilarious. And enough talking, I'm here with my guest, Lucas Kook.
Yo, what up, guys?
He actually came up with the name Respectfully Inspired, and I just thought that term was so funny. So can you tell the viewers how that popped into your head?
Honestly, I think we were just driving, man, and I don't know, I was just like, I want to inspire these kids, but like respectfully, you know, because like assuming that normal inspiration is, like he said, disrespectful. And I was just like, what if I just respectfully showed someone how to be inspired in a way that's not just like, get your crap together, go do that, and just start like yelling at them, but trying to do it in a respectful manner. I don't even know, like, how did it come about? Like, tell a little bit more.
Well, this is funny, is because we were talking about how sometimes when you go to parties or you go to social places, the most interesting person to talk to is actually the quietest kid in the room. And he was telling me how sometimes he'll like go try to get these kids out of their comfort zones to get them to make friends.
Oh, yeah.
But he does it respectfully.
Yeah.
He's not like, you loser, why are you sitting
loser, punk, like get out of the corner, but respectfully saying like, respectfully, can you not be a loser? And let's respectfully go, you know, dance with some girls respectfully. You know? How many respectfully did you guys count there? Probably too many.
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny concept, but I thought it would be fun for me and Lucas to do a little segment where we give you some examples of disrespectful inspiration and respectful inspiration. So, I was thinking like, well, let me give you an example. You see an overweight person, you're like, you're fat. Now that's disrespectful.
It's true.
But it might get them to go in the gym, so it could be inspiring.
It's disrespectfully inspiring in a way. Kind of just...
Whereas the respectful inspiration would be breaking down eating, what it's done
like,
for
lay
us.
off the cheesecake, buddy, you know? Like, maybe not like that, but maybe like replacing their stuff with like carrots and just being like, hey, let's just get you a little healthier day by day, like, you know, but showing them and inspiring them in a way that's not just, hey, fat ass, get off the couch, put down the cheesecake and let's go. Come on, buttercup. And, you know, like we try not to do that.
Respectfully, yeah. Damn. I'm really curious how you as listeners, if this is interesting at all or if it's just wild, but we're going to move into a much more deeper topic and much quicker, which is my friend here. I don't want to hype him up too much. You really, on the internet, you probably have amassed 100 million views. Would you say that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
100,
definitely.
This guy's amassed 100 million views, and some of his biggest videos include taking strangers on dates, going on dates with girls he's met from the beach, taking a girl skydiving.
Oh, yeah.
And he's done all these things, and he's remained a virgin by choice.
That's right.
Can you explain to the viewers, why are you a virgin?
So, I'm 22, right? I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm 16. You know, you should definitely be a virgin by then. But growing up in high school, I was always seeing people, they're like, yo, I lost my virginity. And like, you know, pretend you're like one of the boys. Yeah, bro, like... It's like, okay, cool. What did you just accomplish, you know? And in my head, I was like, man, maybe I should be losing my V card. And to be honest, like I tried, but God had other plans. You know, I totally fumbled the bag like 3 times in a row, and that's a story for another day. But with that being said, I wanted it so bad. And for me personally, I follow the Christian faith, and being so close with God and having a relationship with the Lord is honestly like holding me back from wanting to do those things, because at the end of the day, I'll keep it short here, but at the end of the day, yes, it feels great. Yes, it's going to be awesome. Oh my gosh, I had sex, but it's like, what now? Like, if your goal is just to play around your whole life and you don't want kids, you don't want depth, you don't want meaning in any of your life, and you're just fine with just shallow level connection, shallow level sex, and that's it, then, you know, so be it. You know, to each their own. But for me, I want a wife, I want kids, I want to grow a relationship with someone and like spend my time like getting better with one person rather than throwing myself around and giving my parts, giving that level of me up to someone. Because once you like, that's the closest you can possibly humanly be, is literally inside of someone. And for people to say it's casual just blows my mind. Like, there's no way you don't walk away and you can't just poof, all gone. It's like you have a part of that person, whether you believe in God, whether you don't, you're stuck with that forever. And I've seen it just destroy and rip up some of my friends, especially those who come to faith. But
I have a few couple areas to jump in. I want to bring up the first time me and Lucas met. We were sitting in a car, and I was kind of telling him about this deep thing with my girlfriend at the time, and he had told me, and this stuck with me forever. This is how I knew I wanted to be friends with Lucas, is that he told me, when I see a girl, I don't even like see their outside, I just see straight into their soul. And it's like, whether I personally don't believe that you can get to 100% level where you take no outside influence. And what I mean by that is that, like, I don't think you can get to a point where you see someone
and they have nice cake and you just don't look at the cake. And
I don't think you can get to a point where like you literally are just seeing someone 100% for their soul. But I think that when you said that striving to see someone 100% for their soul is the best life you can ever live. And I think it's not just for romantic relationships, but it's for friendships too. And it's like, I mean, if you think about how we grew up and being in high school, like, you tend to hang out with the people you look like, the people who do the same things as you. And being Christians, it's like we're trying to lean into seeing people for their souls.
Right.
And he was the first person who ever brought up that idea of like, when I look at a girl, like, I'm just trying to see their soul. And I think that is like, I think it's such a beautiful thing, bro.
It is. It takes practice. Especially as men, it's our nature to be attracted to these things. I mean, we are naturally more like driven by our eyes in terms of, oh my gosh, you're with your boys, like, you're trying to be good, and you see a nice girl walk by, like, you'll sneak them doing a couple of these. Like, next time you think that you're in like a solid Christian group, like, we're all human, like, we'll still. And there's nothing wrong with an appreciation, right? I mean, but it doesn't mean that you have to think lustfully about it or, sit there and stare like a weirdo. Like, so it's something we're all going to do at some point.
I have a question, though, for you, because to me, I look at you and I'm like, damn, this guy's like the model. He like is a virgin. He sees people for their soul. So I want to ask you, do you still look at girls? I don't want to use the word lustfully, but do you still like find girls attractive? Or are you really just like soul for soul?
I would say like, I sneak a peek every once in a while, but I gotta say overall though, like, I can genuinely like kind of look above. Like, when I say look above, I mean like when I'm in a club or out at a bar where people are just macking on each other, doing their thing. Like, I'll kind of look around and I kind of notice who's looking at me, but I don't feel like especially at this country bar I go to, like, every girl's there to show their butt, right? They have these short shorts on, and I'm kind of like, you have to look at their feet, because I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I'm trying to like, over here just dancing and trying to like learn how to do what they're doing. And I genuinely don't even care to look at their butt, even though it kind of looks, because I'm like this, like looking down, and everyone kind of looks at their feet, but I'm sure there's dudes that go, oh, that's a nice, look at that one. But like for me, I feel like I'm past that point to wanting to do that. It still happens, like I'll appreciate, oh cool, but it's more something that happens just like very occasionally. For the most part, I just don't care enough unless their personality attracts me and I'm gravitated towards them for that. I won't give them the time of day if they're going to be rude and hot. Like, they can be as hot as they want. If they're going to be rude and stuck up, I'll walk the other way. And that's kind of to the point where I've just gotten, where I just respect myself so much that I know what my time is worth, and I know my time is not worth one wasted second with a female. I don't care how hot she is. I don't care if it's Beyonce. If she doesn't appreciate anything I have, and if she doesn't respect me, I'm out of there, right? And you should be too.
The way he respects himself respectfully inspires me sitting here. But the last point I wanted to make on this is that I saw a statistic, and I don't want to be the person who just quotes statistics as if they're 100% true, but I saw something that I believe, and it basically said that every person you have sex with before marriage, the higher your chance of divorce. And if you ask anyone, even if you ask the most pro-sex girls ever, if they want to get a divorce, they'll tell you no. But it's like, I believe in soul ties, which is the idea Lucas just explained, which is when you have sex with someone, you
part of them.
You have a part of them, and the more you do that, the more you devalue your soul tie. And that if you do that so much before marriage, then it's not gonna be a special like glue to keep you together, which I think is
I 100% agree with that. It's a very special, reserved thing. It's not an activity. Shout out to my brother who says it's just an activity, bro. It's like going to the gym. I'm like, no, it's stupid. It's not. I mean, it's a workout, but still,
like he's just
not the right kind.
just disrespectfully inspired you, brother.
Yeah, terrible.